Hi guys, my name is Chris Ord from Extraordinary Photography in North Corner Studios, and today we're going to be looking at the PIXAPRO PowerCore600. So this is a portable flash system from PIXAPRO. There's a few like this on the market. I was particularly keen to see how this one compared to the Electron Quadra, which is something I use quite regularly. Now, first inspection, bringing it out of the box, it looks a really solid bit of kit. So upon opening the box and having a look to see what we've got, it's a really simple setup to use. So you get your power station, as I call it, or your control center. So that's how you adjust your lights, where you plug your cable into. You can put your model lamp on there and put the buzz on so you can hear when that's recharged to the battery pack that sits on the bottom. The light itself is very lightweight, and it's also got a fantastic little handle on here. So this makes it very versatile in terms of if you don't want to use a stand on there or a boom arm or anything like that. If you've got an assistant who can just hold that light up and point it basically in the direction, and as long as you've got a fair bit of height, you're going to get a decent coverage on that. Now, one of the great functions of this light is that if you twist this little handle here, you can actually take the handle off. And there's a hot shoe adapter on there, so you can pop this light on any off-camera flash setup you've already got if you use it with flash, and you can pick these up from PIXAPRO. You can pick them up from third parties too, anything from £4 or £5, and it just makes that a little bit more versatile. And that's a solid metal flash stand there which will lock into place. If you didn't want to use that hot shoe mount, obviously there's a hole in the bottom there which will fit pretty much any light stand spigot top, and it'll just fix into place there, which makes it again very versatile across any studio lighting kit, whether you're using it indoor or outdoor. And again, you can pick up the boom arms, anything from about £15, which is almost like a monopod, which you can put on there, and it gives you that extra height and reach too. So just looking further into this light, the great thing about this in comparison to the Electron Quadra is that it's already set up for an S-type fitting. So you basically pull the lever back, twist that off, and straight away you've got your S-type fitting in there with no need for extra adapters or anything like that. So these soft boxes from PIXAPRO fit straight in there. Beauty dishes, anything you've got that's a Bones or S-type fit will go straight on the front of this. It's a simple twist and lock, and then lock on this handle in there, and that locks into place. And I had a mess about this yesterday and waved it around quite a lot with an 8-foot softbox on, and there was no moving in there. It didn't feel like it was going to snap or anything like that. So fairly solid unit there. And it's just a case of lining the holes up, so getting it back into place and locking it in, and that's it. That's solid. What you also receive in this pack is your trigger system. Now, the great thing about this trigger system, the receiver plugs straight into the box on the top of your control center on USB, so it's self-powered through there, and it doesn't need to have its own batteries, and it's a very simple system. Plugs in, bang, it's done. It's a PIXAPRO trigger straight on the top of your camera. It does take 2 AA batteries, but from this you can control the full center, so you can control your power on there, and it's also viewable on your screen. So, and again, in comparison to the Electron Quadra, if you're using the EL Skyport remote on there, you can't actually see what setting you're on the top of your Quadra. You've got to ask your assistant or go over and check your stand to see what it's on. In this PIXAPRO, you can see it straight away. In terms of power, you can change and put your model lamp on there, and you can set the sound from there too, so that when the battery's reloaded, it buzzes off and you can use that straight away. So another great thing you get in this pack is this bag that it comes with it. So the beauty of this is if you're working out on location, you don't want to get your battery wet or dirty, you basically pop your setup straight in there, so battery attached onto the control center, and you're ready to go. Now with that strap, that can hang on a light stand, it can hang around an assistant's shoulder, and it's also quite subtle, so if you're working in the city or late at night or anything, it doesn't look as though you're carrying any expensive equipment with you. Now, even with this little bag on the front here, your triggers, anything else that you need, go in there. And again, this is not something that's available as an aftermarket product from Electron. They do a bag carrier, but it's open, it's not enclosed, it doesn't have extra storage. So it's just another great little function for that too. So this has a very simple locking mechanism on the top here. It's literally just a case of twisting the lock off, and you pull the plug out, which means you can plug your lights straight into there. And again, it's just a quick plug, the turn of this, which locks that into place, and that's solid, which means you're ready to go. You hold the button for a second or so, and your light's on. Now, as I said there, you can control this either from your trigger, or you can control it from the top of the control center there. Now, if I wanted to put my lamp on, I can do that straight from this trigger. So if I'm working at 10-20 feet to my model, and it's dark conditions, it's just going to help me to focus and help me see where the light's going to spill. So using this trigger, you can take the pack down anywhere from full power to 1/32 power. So just be mindful if you are doing this and you go to shoot your first shot on that lower power, it will discharge from whatever power you've had on before. So you've had that at full power, it's going to discharge that power before resetting at the lower power. So down to 130 seconds. It's a very subtle light, but there's still a lot of punch from it too. It's one of the great units, so I'm really excited to get this out and use this. So I've planned 3 photo shoots to do with this over the next week or so, and we're going to really test it, see what we can do with it, both using it full power, try and overpower the sun, providing the clouds do their part and move out of the way. And we're also going to use it in a couple of other shoots too, and just see how much versatility we've got from it and how easy it is to use. Now, on first inspection, at the price of nearly £500, it's a fantastic bit of kit, and it's something I'd certainly have in my locker to use at weddings and for fashion work that I shoot outdoors. So it'll be interesting to see how it compares to the Chrome in terms of performance.